Hi guys, my name is Miller and welcome to today's video where I will be talking about the dev blog post that was released today concerning the 2.9 update, which will be soon released like predicted. In this update we can expect fixes apparently alongside features and events. I will go over everything mentioned in this blog today and give you guys some more information on what exactly will go down. Hang on tight and let's get into it. So the main principle of this whole update seems to be concerning a massive Bugatti event, which already launches in 5 days, meaning the update will roll out perhaps over the weekend on Monday and Tuesday. But I will keep that for last and start off with what we've kind of already expected. Before I start, two things I want to mention that are quite big changes are the loading screen and the racetrack. The loading screen got a nice update with the Chiron Super Sport 300 style layout, which is very clean. And then you also have a changed online track to something completely blasting me literally off my socks. So happy with this one, it looks stunning and the intro animations are absolutely lovely. And first we have some more info about the follow-up of the Best of British. In 2.9 you can expect all 3 events to drop, being the Ginetta Aquila, the Ultima RS, and the TVR Sagaris, and they're all uncovered in the showroom. There is no mention yet of a finale, so I think that one will be for update 2.10. I do expect these events to carry the same style as the Senna and the Noble, but I do hope that the difficulty at least is decreased compared to the Noble, as they are 3 new manufacturers, and it kind of reduces the fun of the event when you have to pay loads on top of it just to complete it. I also already got confirmation by Natural Motion that the Aquila event will take place this season. Now the one that I was expecting without a doubt, a Christmas kind cup. Like last year, it will bring a 12-day long event where most likely every day a certain number of races open up for you to race in, kind of like an advent calendar. The event is named 12 Days of Donna, which is a reference to the song 12 Days of Christmas. They were also generous enough to let us know the lock-in cars and the reward. So the cars you will have to lock in are the Tier 2 Subaru WRX STI, the Tier 3 Mustang GT Premium, and the Tier 4 2015 GTR R35. All of them being freely available cars and a step up to the showdown fiasco of last Halloween event. The rewards then I think are also an upgrade from last year, being the Audi R8 V10 Decennium, which will probably be a 5-star Purple Star car. Whether it will be like last year where you would win the Prismatic i8 on Christmas and then be forced to put it to use for the last couple of races, I don't know, but it would be nice if they would integrate the Decennium in the event in some way. And I'm also very happy to announce it's time to get in the mood again, as the Christmas track makes it return. Now onto the main talking point of this update and the majority of this video, the massive Bugatti event, where you will have to compete in a variety of showdown and ladder events to get certain cars with an end goal, a very special car with a perfect fit for a mobile drag racing game. So be sure to stack up keys, fusion parts and most importantly in-game cash. The entire event seems to be split up into 7 parts, making it the biggest event in CSR history. I'm kinda hyped as it seems to be balanced between paid and free content. And it all kicks off with an event where you get to win a Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse, but not the same for everyone. Just like the original Centenario back in the day, Android players and iOS players will be getting a different variant. If you're able to complete this 45 races long 3-car lock-in event on iOS, you will be winning the Vitesse Jean Bugatti, a tribute to Jean Bugatti, who is the eldest son of Ettore Bugatti. And if you're on Android, you will win the Grand Sport Vitesse Ettore Bugatti, which celebrates the life of the founder of the Bugatti brand. So based on your device you will get a certain model, which is something that collectors will dislike, but kind of fun to see, I guess, making the car more exclusive. But I think it is more interesting to know which cars you have to lock in, and you get a quite big list to choose from, meaning it might actually be quite easy to get the car, and it's also very special and I expect it to be very fast. This event will launch next week Wednesday on December 4th, and this is what it looks like on Android. Over the 3 slots you will have to use a car in Tier 2, one in Tier 3 and one in Tier 4. In Tier 2 you have the choice between the Porsche Boxster, the Aston Martin DB5, the Alfa Romeo 4C Spider, the Volkswagen Scirocco R, Ford Focus RS, Audi TT RS, BMW M235i, Subaru WRX STI and the Lotus Exige Sport 350 Roadster. all either gold or cash purchasable cars, which without a doubt you already have at least one of, so you should be sorted. Surprisingly, the only other buyable cars being the 250 GTO Ferrari and the SL300 are not in the pack. For Tier 3 the same story continues, which is kind of nice. Here you have the choice between the BMW M2 Competition, Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, BMW M4 Coupe, Ford Mustang GT Premium, Chevrolet Camaro SS, Audi RS5, Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, Shelby Cobra 427 SC, Pontiac GTO The Judge, and the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. With the exception of the M2 Competition, all cars available through gold or cash, with them perhaps the M2 available for gold maybe when it comes out. And I'm glad to see this trend is once more pulled through into Tier 4 then, where you have to pick between the Nissan GT-R Nismo and Attack package, the Honda NSX-R, Plymouth Hemi Cuda, Aston Martin Vanquish, Dodge Viper GTS, Jaguar F-Type R, Mercedes AMG GT, 2014 Audi R8 V10 Plus, or the 2015 Nissan GT-R Premium, with then the N-Attack package being an odd one out. All in all, an event where semi-new players should also not have too many issues with getting these cars, meaning a free Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse for everyone, and which I also expect to be slightly faster than the Veyron as it's a purple star car. Now on to the second event, the Bugatti Veyron Showdown. I feel like this is a showdown like you have the mix between the Halloween event and the Dragovio La Huayra BC, where you can win a car by reaching a certain amount of trophies and you can win a second car by finishing, let's say, inside the top 1000 or something. The cars you can win here are the Bugatti Veyron Supersport WRE, which is already in game and was an Evo Cup prize back in January. It mentions the milestone tag, meaning it will be won by a set milestone or number of trophies like the Halloween event I think. And then you have the WRC or World Record Car Edition Grand Sport Vitesse, mentioning the leaderboard tag, probably referring to a prize only limited to amount of people like let's say top 1000. Any Veyron will be eligible for this event, so logically the WRE you already have from last year in January should be the fastest one, or you can use the Vitesse you won earlier, or if you don't have any of both you can just use your regular one, whatever is your fastest option at that point. Next then is a different type of cup, where it's like a torch being handed over. It's a duality cup where you have to bring together a Veyron and a Chiron to win the Chiron Sport Saint-Dizan, in case you didn't have it yet. I do already have the car, so I hope when it comes out they allow us to strip it. In the allowed cars it is mentioned to use the World Record Car Vitesse, so I can conclude that this event will follow up on the showdown of earlier. You can run the regular Chiron, the Red Chiron Sport, with the number 16 on the front, and the product Red Chiron, probably with the Chiron being purchasable for gold or maybe through a 20 times drop rate on gold crates. After this comes something that people will probably less like to hear, the Bugatti La Voiture Noire event. It's a 30 races leather event, especially for this car on its own, which to me seems to hint towards most likely a flash event car, or with some luck a golden cup, but then it would have better named a Voiture Noire Cup, so I'm pretty sure it will be a flash event. But considering you get a free Vitesse earlier for almost not too many efforts, I think it's not too bad of a balance. Now onto the second showdown, the Chiron Showdown. Same principle as the Veyron Showdown of earlier, where you can run any variant of the Chiron you have at that point. But the rewards kind of confuse me. Here they mention as milestone prize, or in other words by reaching certain trophies, that you will win another Chiron Sport Saint-Dizan. So I will have 3 by then? Doesn't make much sense. Why not put the 16 red one here as a reward? I do think this is a small mistake on the post. The reward for the leaderboard then will be the 42 second Chiron, which refers to the 42 seconds duration of the 0 to 400 to 0 km/h world record set by Bugatti Chiron. Those are some crazy numbers. So that's 5, one more to go and then it's finale time. This one is confusing on the blog post due to its changed order, but the showdown finale will actually be part of the finale. In this showdown you can use the Bugatti you feel like using, including the Divo or its special CSR2 Bugatti Saint-Dizan version. It seems like CSR has gotten the Divo a Saint-Dizan style makeover to make it like a special CSR2 version. I can't find any pictures of this online, so I'm very curious to see what it is. Now back to the showdown. As I said, you can use any Bugatti you like, and the reward will be the Bugatti 110 in white for the milestone and in blue for the leaderboard reward. Wait, what, in blue? So far it's been only released in white, but of course Natural Motion has the power to change colors in game Imagine if they gave it the EB110 blue color. That would be dope and a quite special tribute. So now the finale where it all comes into play, and here you get to know the final prize, which was already leaked today and it was not really a secret, being the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300. The first road car in history to reach the 300 mph mark, which is an astonishing achievement. Just wow. This highly modified Chiron can be won by completing a ladder type event of 70 races with 6 lock-ins. And these lock-ins will be most likely a Veyron, any kind, a Chiron, any kind, the EB110, a Devo version, so the regular one, or the CSR2 version, the Voiture Noire, and the 110, meaning you will have to pay for 2 cars to get the special 300 mph version, which without a doubt will become the new fastest car in game. For me it will only be one, as I already own the Devo, so I'll only have to put down some extra cash for the Voiture Noire. But I think it can be said that overall it is a pretty crazy finale. If this event is not spoiled by modders with auto-touch and leaderboards or by the lack of keys/cash to cope with this constant demand of parts in Stage 6, this will truly be the greatest event so far. A very good mix of free to play with easy access, with then extra cars available to get a special version. But not like the best of British financially ruining you due to 4 new manufacturers. If the difficulty is also doable, as in 4 Stage 6 parts for each car, I think we are in for a great treat, and I'm slightly hoping for a buff overall on all the Bugatti cars. Now onto the added cars, and no, it's not done yet for today. These are not mentioned but got pulled through literally the last minute. I don't have any max times yet, but however these 5 season price cars, yes 5, are some crazy ones too. There is no order known yet, so I'll just throw them all at you depending on tier. We have 3 tier 4 and 2 tier 5 cars coming up. In tier 4 we have the Nissan Juke R2.0. Quite an unexpected one to say the least, but actually a beast in disguise. The season price car comes in blue, and the milestone is expected to come in black maybe. The color is definitely not official yet. Then we have, I think, my favorite one of this update, the BMW i8 Liberty Walk. We waited for this one for so long and it looks absolutely mental in this awesome black combo. For the Gold Star version, I've seen already grey with bronze versions, as well as a white version, which both look amazing too. Then we have the Chevrolet Corvette C8. Whoa, what an addition to the game that is. But I'm surprised it's a tier 4 car, maybe opening doors to the future with the ZR1 in tier 5. Then in tier 5, I think the least exciting is the Continental GT convertible, and I'm quite excited for this one as well. It looks good, not too chunky or too crazy, and the design is actually catching up on me, while last year I said I didn't like it. And the final car is something probably no one saw coming, the Vool 05RR. I saw this car in the Race of Champions of last year and completely forgot about it, but it's such a neat car, kind of fitting in with the BAC mono, and gotta say the season price variant looks top notch. I didn't see any notice on new prestige cars, so hopefully soon I can give more information if it's worth it to push out another video. Until then, I will close off for now. If you enjoyed the video, do not hesitate to leave a like, subscribe for more content like this. My name is Mille, see you around, and keep racing.